All right, so we have some fresh info regarding episode 97 of Dragon Ball Super. Of course, this is the episode that will be airing on July 1st in the West or July 2nd over in Japan. So let's take a look here. So the first thing that I see, boom, the fierce battle begins, and all I can think about is Dokkan Battle. The fate of the universe rests on the Tournament of Power. So here we are. We are getting into it definitely for sure now. These are the second sort of spoiler leaks we've had that's confirming that, in episode 97, we will actually have fighting going on, which is pretty cool. Now, the other thing I want to mention before we look at some of this text here is notice we have the 9 fighters right here for Universe 7. Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Roshi, Tenshinhan, Piccolo, 17, 18, and Krillin. Now, the 10th member, obviously, is going to be Frieza. Those leaks we had heard before about Frieza going on to Universe 4, I do believe were false. It's pretty certain of that. But this is pretty interesting that they have Frieza over here, and then here it says Frieza's move. Now, I don't necessarily think that means Frieza's going to betray Universe 7 during the tournament itself, but I can see shenanigans happening because they do have kind of like an image of Frieza walking forward that matches like everyone walking forward, the Universal Survival Arc promo material and stuff. There is that image of Frieza walking forward as well, so they very easily could have tossed Frieza in there, but they have Frieza over here. So very possible that Frieza could end up doing some really underhanded shit. I mean, obviously, after what we saw in the last episode of Dragon Ball Super with, in regards to how Frieza was acting towards Beerus and stuff, and talking to Sidra of Universe 9, we know that there is going to be things going on with Frieza. I'm very excited to see how exactly Frieza acts, not only in this Tournament of Power, but afterwards. What is going to happen with Frieza after the Tournament of Power? That is anyone's guess at this point. Dragon Ball Super has done some crazy things, so we will see. Now here we go. Warriors gather on top of the battle arena. A total of 80 warriors from all 8 universes taking part in the Tournament of Power gather on top of the battle arena in the World of Void. And remember, we did just see that the Daishinkan has finished creating the tournament ring in the World of Void. Remember, Zeno-san was very pleased about that. And we do know that they're actually going to arrive, Universe 7, Goku and the gang are going to arrive in the World of Void in this weekend's episode. So we're really close to good shit happening. They await for the going signaling of the start of the match, and Zeno then finally announced the start of battle, where the losing universe will get destroyed. So, it looks like even this far, this universe is being erased is still a thing. Because I've seen some people say that they think that the universes won't actually be destroyed, even for the losing teams. I don't know, but that is something that I don't think we would find out until the tournament is completed itself. Like, I've seen people talk that, like, the tournament will conclude, and then it'll be like, oh, the universes weren't ever actually going to be erased. That was just what we told y'all to get you guys to actually fight your best and try your absolute hardest, because everything will be completely erased unless you do. So that is a possibility, but I kind of do get the feeling that the universes really will be erased. We'll see, though. And then here we have a shot of Beerus and Whis, and it says, Beerus is excited. So this is interesting because remember, in those spoilers we saw previously about episode 96, we know that Beerus has some sort of plan. So I'm definitely going to be curious to see exactly what it is that Beerus has in the works for Team 7. And then once we look down here, we see this week with Gohan, can he execute some strategies as a leader? We know Gohan is ridiculously smart, so I do think he'll come up with some interesting stuff. And then even further down, we have Gohan, who found a path to survival via teamwork, conveys the strategy to his team, but some, specifically Frieza, act on their own and their strategy falls and fails. So, what looks like is going to happen is, remember, we did have that scene of Gohan and the Kaioshin kind of talking about how, it'll be safer to battle inside, like, the very center of the ring. But the Kaioshin made a good point that, well, everyone is going to be thinking that. So that spot is going to be highly contested. So it looks like Gohan's idea would be to, like, remain fully as a team so they could watch each other's back. If you're a veteran watcher of Naruto, then you'd know Team Waku, as they say in there. So I do like this. I like this because Dragon Ball, like, has almost always been like one-on-one fights. Like, got to get this one-on-one fight going on. Goku versus Frieza, Gohan versus Cell. But now we've got like a big team fight. This is really interesting. Now, I do really like this idea of fighting together as a team. A team fight, definitely going to be really cool to see, Goku and Vegeta fight. Remember how amazing it was seeing Goku and Vegeta kind of like tag team fighting Goku Black and Zamasu? That shit was incredible, and it was something that, like, people were able to bring up, that it's like, Goku and Vegeta are constantly like bickering as far as working together, but when they do have incredible teamwork. Go back to that episode when Vegeta is fighting Goku Black, bodying him. Zamasu comes in, gets Vegeta, then he tries to do it again, and Goku jumps in. Like, the fighting was intense. It was awesome. I really think this teamwork fighting could be something that will really be interesting to watch. Now, the other thing we see here, talking about Frieza acting on his own. So, I mean, based on all the info we've gathered by how Frieza's acting, the stuff we have here, look at the preview shots we saw of Frieza and Frost talking. I don't know. I mean, Frieza must have some sort of thing in mind that he's going to accomplish in this tournament, and that's probably what this is talking about right here. Now, I will say, I do think Universe 7 would be fine fighting together without Frieza's power. I mean, Frieza is very likely either the second or third strongest member on Universe 7. I suppose it's even conceivable that he's the strongest, although I do think Goku has a special surprise in store for the tournament. Of course, I think that, and so does everyone else. This limit breaker Goku, so to speak, I think we'll see, some cool things happen in regards to Goku and possibly a new transformation. So he should probably be stronger than Frieza, but who knows really how close Vegeta and Frieza are to each other, because as of right now, Vegeta's strength is unknown after training in the Room of Spirit and Time again. So we have no idea what Vegeta's capable of. I don't know if Frieza is going to have any other tricks from what we saw. I assume so. There's a good chance, I guess, that Frieza has developed a new attack during his mental training in Hell. It would be possible, if True Golden Frieza is going to be a thing, then I could definitely see a thing where, True Golden Frieza has his own unique attack, because Frieza has done some really interesting attacks in the past, so I could see, True Golden Frieza having another really interesting attack here. But if I had to make a guess, I would think that Universe 7 is going to try and fight together. Frieza will bounce, and then I could see Frieza and Frost teaming up and, bodying some other character. To be honest, it would not be shocking if Frieza and Frost teamed up to fight the Universe 6 Saiyans. That would make a lot of sense to me, and I do think that we could see that taking place. But let me know what you guys think. What is Frieza up to? Will Gohan be a good leader? I think so. How excited are you to see, I do think the Piccolo dad jokes go too far, because Goku is a good father. People really underrate him. Like, people forget the fact that Goku died twice to save his son. Like, he's a good father. I don't give a damn what anyone says. But, the joke is still there right on a tee for us. The father-son combo attacks between Piccolo and Gohan. I am excited to see that. But really, guys, let me know all the stuff that you think about these recent developments in Dragon Ball Super.